Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'm excited to share with you a journal that I finished just a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, and it is just all shades of blush and pink and sepia tones and some deeper ink tones, and I really wanted to dive deep into Paper Cameo digital papers. Her work is so beautiful, and I have to say, when you print it out, you'll see it on Etsy. It's gorgeous, but when you print it out, you'll see the quality and the care she takes to put the elements of the journal digitals together, so that you can really layer and create a piece that is finished, and I feel like it turned out great. I also got some ideas of construction from Dorothy Jane. She's on YouTube and she uses Paper Cameo papers a lot. And yeah, I'm excited to share this with you. As a creator, it's fun to try new techniques and new ways of construction. And this is a string bound, embroidery bound journal. And then I made a jacket for protection and just wanted to really have the cover be layered. So here's what we've got as far as trim, ribbons, ruffles that I made, some pom-pom trim that's vintage, part of a vintage fabric piece, and yeah, let's just dive in and open it up. So this right here on the front is the cover piece that's going to protect. This I learned from Dorothy Jane. It's a little paper clip raised cameo piece that clips onto here, and this is the jacket, which says journal right here, and it is not connected, so it's a separate piece, so we can set that aside. But the inside is coffee dyed paper by me. It's just a beautiful little piece on its own, so we'll put that over here. And here is the front cover. I added some of my own bits and bobs to this journal, some vintage buttons. This is a vintage silk flower that I found at a little vintage antique shop that they were selling little pieces of. And these are some black and white images that are just part of my paper stash that I wanted to include. So we can, this is removable. And you can see there's a little bit of thickness here, which is kind of cool that it stands up off. This is a vintage button. And here's an image of the spine, so you can see how it's bound. And now we can go in. So this is the inside front cover. I left some spaces for writing or adding some of your own collage elements in, because I don't want it to be completely full. Here's some coffee filter ruffles that I hand dyed with coffee and watercolor. And this is a black and white photo of maybe the lady of the house. Love her hat with that big ribbon standing up and her feathered plumes. I've got some old French book page layered under there. Here's the back. Beautiful old ribbon that's kind of stained and tattered, but it's such that beautiful ballet pink. And that slips in here in the pocket. These ribbons coming down. And then we've got this side. So this is a little add-on. I learned to do this from Dorothy Jane too. It comes undone. I made these little cardboard glitter buttons with gold tacks. And inside is a pocket for hiding memorabilias, pictures of your children, your pets, whatever you love can go in there. And that gets clipped here, and here's some hidden writing space. And this is backed with some spiritual sheet music. As we live each day, may we do our part to make our difference, to touch one heart, and through each day, let it be our goal to encourage one mind and inspire one soul. This is a piece of a vintage tablecloth that I hand gathered on here with embroidery thread. And here's an image of the house that they live in, with the big columns and the beautiful moss coming down from the large oak trees, where the shades of love lie deep, land of rapture sweet. Here's a journaling card backed with hand-dyed paper. This tucks in here. You can also write on the back of this or attach another photo that means something to you. I'll take to the sky. This is a pocket, so you could slip stuff in here and save it. Beautiful vintage pink ribbon that I sewed on here. And it's velvet on one side and a beautiful magenta colored on the other side. Another one of Paper Cameo's beautiful paper in this kit. I'll tag the kit below. I can't remember the name right now, but it's one kit. So there's so much variety in here that you can use. And this is also one of her images. So you can see, I mean, it really even looks like old fabric, and it's not. This is a nice tag with this Victorian lady with all her birds, different parrots on her shoulders. And the sun is coming up in the morning. So that goes down in there, plenty of space to write behind that or add more pieces. The thread is tight because I know over time it's going to stretch out, so might as well have it a little stiff in the beginning. This is a pocket here for some subtle writing space, hiding more things. This opens up into a little triptych, actually more than a triptych book, a vintage photograph, places to write or put one of your photos, some vintage lace. This is all coffee dyed paper by me. A little Cupid on the back with a vintage stamp. All these blushy tones are just so yummy. This is a paper heart I made. I learned this from Dorothy Jane too. Excuse me, something in my throat there. But these beautiful pink tones, vintage lace, and it's a tuck spot for whatever you want. Here's a beautiful girl. Look at that dress. So these are images that you can really enjoy. This is her love. Daniel Forever, 1892. A little French book page. Is another journaling card with paper that I hand watercolored. Tucks in there, the heart tucks in here. This is such a pretty page too. I love this rose pocket that's in the kit. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Even the little water droplets and the crackling on the paper, and so nice. And this is for journaling on the back, another little extra spot. These tuck in here like this. And there's some netting, and underneath that is this really cute image of this lady and her cat in the garden with her hat on. This is tipped in here, and it opens up with a little clip, sort of like that one on the front that I made. And so lots of writing space here for some secret thoughts. And on the back of this card, again, all coffee hand-dyed paper. And then this clips this shut, where the shades of love lie deep, it will be. You could write back in here if you wanted. Ooh, watercolors. I love playing with the watercolors and getting different tones on a strip. This is a bookmark or writing space, little pocket. And that is the last page. And here's the back. This is another little secret tuck spot. So yeah, this book, I really enjoyed putting it together. I just got to play with all these colors and immerse myself. And this journal is going to be available in my Etsy shop, and I will put a link below, and it's one of a kind. I won't be making another one because I like to keep them one of a kind. And she is ready to be treasured. And these type of journals, people are like, well, what do I do with it? You can write in it, you can give it as a gift, you can save it as an heirloom. It sits on a dresser in your guest bedroom, or it sits on your dresser, or on a side table in your ladies' room. They're just meant to be treasured. I've had some people that have bought them and stand them up in a bookcase. They're keepsakes, and I don't know how many people actually write in them. Maybe people do, but great for tucking in little things, and maybe you have one journal per season that you can save your little memories in. But thank you for watching today, and I really appreciate your support, and I hope you'll follow me on YouTube, like this video, and I'm also on Instagram. So hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.